we're now joined by Mahbouba Seraj from Kabul. She's the director of the Afghan Women's Skills Development Centre. Ms. Seraj, thank you very much for being with us again here on TRT World. It's a pleasure to speak with you. Just tell us, first of all, how things are in Kabul right now for you and for women and girls.
From my point of view, things are they're okay. I mean, life goes on as normal, and we are doing what we're supposed to do. And not all women are going to work, however, and not all girls have gone to school, however. But the rest of it, you know, we kind of we're just living everyday life.
Yes.
We need a whole lot of work to do, but right now it's okay.
And where does that work start? I imagine it starts with having young women being able to go back to school. Primary age girls are still not able to be in education right now, huh?
That's right. Because, you know, from 1st to the 6th grade, kids are allowed, but from 6th to 12th graders are not allowed. So in other words, middle school and high school are not. And that has to really start in order to give some kind of a, you know, normalcy to life. In Afghanistan, that has to really start. But the most important thing that is happening right now is the fact that, you know, Taliban so far have not really, you know, talked to us, to the women. Like, for example, to me, I've been wanting to see Mr. Mujahid for God knows how long, but it hasn't been happening. There has got to be a dialogue or some kind of a conversation starting between the women of Afghanistan that we are here and the Taliban. We have to do that. It's not a question of we are women, they are men. God forbid if we ever come and sit across each other and all of that. It is a necessity. It's a necessity for Afghanistan, it's a necessity for the lives of the rest of the women, it's a necessity for all of the young, the old, and everybody. So this whole, you know, avoiding us and this whole ignoring us is not going to get us anywhere. It's just going to make things, you know, move much slower, and Afghanistan is going to be pushed towards a humanitarian disaster, which then nobody can actually control, because that humanitarian disaster is going to come out of poverty, and that's the worst kind that can happen in the world.
Oh, you're right there. Let's just be absolutely clear with what you're saying, Mahbouba Seraj. The line isn't great. You are calling for discussions, personal discussions between yourself and members of the Taliban.
Absolutely. I am an Afghan woman. I'm staying in Afghanistan. I have been involved in everything. There are some other women in here also that can actually join in that meeting, and we really should get a meeting with them. So I'm asking it, you know, from the international media that this is becoming necessary. We have to do that. We have to sit down. We have to talk. We have to come to some kind of a concession and see what we can do. But what we can do in order to help the people of Afghanistan. Right now, it's not important what I want and what they want and what who wants. No. Right now, the most important thing is for Afghanistan and for the people of Afghanistan. We are in a bad place right now. We are in a place where our neighbors, now we had enough enemies in our neighborhood with Iran and Pakistan and Russia and China. Now we have Tajikistan that is added to the whole mix. I mean, this is becoming ridiculous. Everybody and their cousin is claiming a part of this country, and they want to have something to say about it. And the ones that they are actually living in the country, which are us, the women of Afghanistan, we cannot say a word. And they're covering our faces like that, like these women that they're sitting inside the classroom. What on earth they're trying to prove by that? What is this? How can a woman, how can anybody, any human being, you know, study like that? Is this some kind of a joke? Or is this Afghanistan? These are the women of Afghanistan. 18 million of us, for God's sakes. What is this?
18 million voices. Yes.
Yeah, it's like you can't shut us up. You can't shut us up. This is what I'm trying to tell them. Talk to us. We have millions of suggestions. We have millions of different ways that we can suggest for you to overcome the problems. Don't think we are stupid. We are not. Don't think we are not. We are sitting over here in this whole 20 years we're doing nothing. No, that's not the case. we studied, we learned, you're very, very good at what we are doing. We are fantastic managers.
Absolutely right. No one can accuse you, Mahbouba Seraj, of
No,
stupidity.
this is ridiculous. Why are you giving us a chance?
Well, listen.
I'm getting.
I understand, Mahbouba, but we do have to leave it there because we have run out of time. But we do hope that people are listening, and I always appreciate you talking to us here on TRT World. Thank you so much, and stay well. Thank you.